Hi everybody, in this short video I'm going to give you a quick introduction to the Pobble pupil tools. I'll explain how you can access your pupil information and print out their codes, how you can share lessons with your pupils, and how your children can access lessons and send that lesson back to you for you to review. So starting off in the Pupil Dashboard, this is where you add your pupils if you haven't done that already. It's also where you can easily print out the pupil passcodes, which will allow the children to log into Pobble. You simply select all, click onto the action button, and print out the pupil passcodes with the button indicated on the screen. Now, once you've set your pupils up and you've given them their login, of course, what you would like them to do is to be able to access one of our Pobble lessons. So I'm jumping into my saved resources area. Remembering this is where all of the lessons that I've decided to use with my children are saved. And today I'm going to use with them the superheroes lesson. Now, you may remember if you've watched my resources video that in the top right-hand corner, this is where our sharing options are presented. So I'm going to click onto the share and I'm going to select send to pupils. Now, I can select which children I send that lesson to. That can be an individual pupil, that can be a whole group of pupils, a whole class of pupils, even a whole year group or phase. For today, let me just select a small sample of pupils here. I then click and select those pupils. Really importantly, I can decide when I want that lesson to be sent. Again, if I'm planning ahead for the following week, we may not want that lesson to arrive until the children are ready. And then a new feature recently launched is I can enable a peer review, which will allow the children to provide each other with feedback as well. And then I click on share with pupils. Now I'm going to quickly change screens and jump into the pupil area. So I've now logged in with my 4-digit code and my school and name to the pupils area. This is Eva's account. And you'll see in the My Lessons area of Pobble, waiting in the top left-hand corner is my superheroes lesson. Eva can click into this lesson to view it. You'll see all of the slides that you've put together, remembering that you always have that option of editing and creating your own slides as well as using ours. And then when ready, Eva can click on to add work. Now there are two options. Eva can take a photograph of some work she's doing in her book or on paper, or she can type work into the Pobble platform as well. So I've typed in some writing based upon my superheroes prompt and image. Remembering again, at any point to support the children, they can always reopen the presentation. You may remember that we've got brilliant slides like word banks that the children might want to access while they are typing up their work. We then reach a really important phase in Pobble. If I click on to review, there are 3 different ways that the children can then review their writing. They can annotate their work at the very top. They can leave a comment about their work to send to their teacher. And if you've added a success criteria slide to the presentation, again, some of our presentations already have these included. You can then also ask the children to review their work against the writing checklist success criteria as well. This is brilliant for children because we know that occasionally they do forget things. You can see at any point they can go back and edit their work if they realise that they have missed something out. And then really importantly, they then click send to that teacher. That work will arrive in the Markbook area of Pobble, which I will showcase to you in a moment. Now, as well as being able to upload their writing based upon lessons that you send, and of course they do have that option to add a peer review as well, we also have a Discover area of Pobble for the children. This allows them to access lessons that we preload into the system. So at the moment, that includes Pobble 365. They can select their own image, they can review their own activities, and then really importantly, they can then add work and send it to their chosen class teacher. So again, this is great for things like homework. If your school is using remote learning at the moment, again, it will allow the children a bit more freedom for which images or activities they want to choose. And again, we're constantly reviewing this area. There is also a third option for the children to simply just add work based upon a lesson that maybe doesn't exist within the Pobble platform, but still allows that work to come through to you in the teacher mark book. And then finally, a really unique part of Pobble for the children is that we also give them access to hundreds of thousands of pieces of children's writing, searchable by age. They can search for work from their own school. And again, a great way of children learning from their peers all around the world. So again, I would encourage you, it takes just a few minutes to set up your pupil logins, and hopefully you've seen there are a number of brilliant ways that the children can access the content. In the event that you do send the work back with some feedback, or the work is peer assessed, you can see quite clearly here, this is where the work comes back for the children to then review, edit, and then resend to their teacher. So to finish off this short video, I'm going to jump back into the teacher area and I'm going to leap into my mark book. Within the My Mark Book area, this is where any work submitted by the children will arrive. So you'll see some work start to filter through in a moment. Within this area, you can review the children's writing. If they have used their writing checklist, you can check. You can then add a comment to provide them with some feedback and send it back to the children, or you can approve their writing and add it to their pupil evidence bank. Within the approval area, there is also the option of turning the children into a published author. If you are interested in your children becoming published writers, do check out my publishing video in the training area. Thank you for watching this short introduction to our pupil tools. We really have seen huge benefits in children using them. Again, being able to access them in school, but also from home as well. If you do have any further questions about the pupil tools, please don't hesitate to contact us.